Hi, Jaroslav, can you hear me? Can you see me? Probably not see me, but can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear very well. Thank
Perfect,
you.
perfect. Are you ready with your presentation?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. So we can just fluidly, continuously go to the special things about the marketing and how to increase performance of sales with the use of analytical maps. So stage is yours, Jaroslav.
Okay, thank you. Okay, hello, my name is Jaroslav and I'm very excited today to talk about a modern technique, how to increase the performance of sales teams. What do you think are the key factors of successful sales team? If you want to have a successful sales team, you need to excel in 3 areas. First, the team has to understand the product and the market. Second one are sales skills. The team needs to be very well trained. I recommend consultative sales training, which covers not only sales skills, but also building relationships with customers. And it's very important for customer loyalty, repeat sales, and also upsell. And the third and last area is data. Working with data has some importance, has the same importance as first 2 areas. Sales data analysis helps to understand the market, helps to understand trends, customers, sales potential, and also your competition. So these 3 areas are very important. And let's talk numbers. 94% of businesses confirms that analysis of their sales data is important for their growth. And what's also important is that 73% of businesses say that sales data analysis helps them to get and keep competitive edge. So it was the reasons why you should consider the analyzing data in your business. And okay, so let's say that you have decided to be a data-driven sales team, and imagine that you are now analyzing your data. So here's the table with your sales results in various countries. Okay, so are you able to tell me which region generates the highest revenue? You can try to answer these questions yourself. Yeah, I know it's quite difficult, and you would need much more time to answer this from the table you see. Let's try it again with Analytical Map. Are you now able to tell me which part of this country generates the highest revenue? You can also try to answer this question yourself. So yeah, I'm sure it's much more quicker and easier. So the key takeaway is that always choose visualization type that reflects the nature of data. In this case, if you have the address or if you have the country in your data, it makes sense to visualize data in maps. Okay, so it makes sense to show data in analytical maps. You know the reason. Because the spatial element is everywhere in your data. So, for example, in your business data, you have clients, you know their addresses. If you have some prospects, you also know their addresses. If your sales team has some meetings in the field with customers, you also know the addresses. So pretty much all the business data has some addresses or are identified to some space. So the analytical map is not just a general map or a tourist map that you, for example, know from Google. It's a map that's designed to a particular purpose to help a specific sales team. As you can see on the right side, there are several visualizations and analysis where you can choose whether you want to view data as points or in sales regions. Managers normally prefer aggregated data like what you can see now, and sales representatives prefer points that includes contact person, for example, contact person, phone number, and so on. So then there are filters. In Analytical Map, there are filters where you can choose the segment you want to see in the map. The part of filters are statistics. So, for example, this salesperson has 116 customers in the map, so you can see it right away and don't need to search this information. In the map, you can see not only the information whether the sales team is performing well or not, but also where it's happening. So it gives you a much better understanding of the data. In this case, you can see that in southeast part of the country your team is performing very well. If you want to try to analyze data in Analytical Maps, you can use Corpus Maps. Here is the website, so you can check it out after my presentation. So now let's have a look at it in more practical way. A typical sales team consists of a sales manager and a sales representative. Okay, this guy is probably better. So if you are a sales manager, you lead the team, you look after your team, you are responsible for the team performance, you set priorities and goals. Okay, and here are some examples how Analytical Map can help you. Here you can see the map of customers and revenues, which gives you a quick information about regions with the highest and lowest sales performance. And you're probably asking why the south part of this country is so different. On the right side, you can see good performance, on the left side, low performance. In this case, it was because one salesperson served it all part of the south part of the country, and the person didn't have time to be everywhere. So the solution is that the company hired another person in this region. Okay, so it's clear benefit of using maps for business data. Here's another example. In this map, you can see sales opportunities, and you can clearly see where you are successful in attracting new customers, which is here, and where still dominate the sales to existing customers. Okay, so you don't need to search it anywhere, so it's visual, easier to understand and also remember. So it's a very natural way for a human's brain to understand data visually. This map shows sales meetings and uncover insufficient sales activity in the sales region. And there are two possible reasons. The salesperson is either lazy or too busy in the small area in the south. So if the first option is true, which means that the salesperson is lazy, you should replace him. And if the second option is true, which means that he's very busy in this small area, you should help him and hire another sales representative for the rest of this region. So it's impossible to get this information from tabular data. So you need map to see this trend, and then as a sales manager, you need to act. So Excel spreadsheets are great, but if you have more than 100 customers, it's more suitable to analyze sales data visually in maps to get instant understanding of how the team performs and where is the room for improvements. Okay, so if you are a sales representative, you need to sell, and sell. And also identify sales opportunities, get new customers, look after existing ones, and do so many other things. And analytical maps, for example, help you to identify the regions where the highest sales potential is in a particular segment. So you will immediately know where to focus first, where you will be successful the most likely. And this map also shows the potential clients as points. So this visualization in areas will help you to decide where you should focus first, and then you switch to point visualization of the same data, and where you have contact details to potential customers. You can go to car navigation to a customer and do a job. In my workshop that will start later on, I will show you how to create this map. If you are new in the sales team, you probably know that it's very difficult. So you have to do lots of things at the beginning, understand the clients and understand products and lots of other things. So the analytical maps help you to understand all of these, understand everything about your sales region super quickly, where your region exactly is, where the sales clients are, who they are, who buys more, who was visited long time ago, and so on. When I got, I give you one example. When I got a sales job in New Zealand, they gave me SAP 1, which looked like this, and I should learn everything about customers, check where they are. And if you know the cities in New Zealand, you probably know that it's not easy for European guy to immediately know where the cities are, because there are city names like Tiritiri, Matangi, Keri, Taupo, and so on. So it took me quite a lot of time to understand the region, understand the market, understand the clients. So I wish I had an analytical map instead of this, because analytical map helps you the job much more quickly than traditional ways. But I'm not saying that CRM systems are not good. They are excellent. You need them if you have a sales team. You need CRM, where you put all the data about the customers and sales, sold products, and everything, and customer visits. So it's a base, but at the same time you need analytical map where you can analyze and see all the data visually and in an easier way. If you like this topic, you are very welcome to join me at the workshop that starts at 12:20. But it's absolutely fine if you join us after the following presentation from Barbara. It will be a great presentation, so just watch her presentation and you can join us after that. Okay, it's all from me. Thank you.